It's a perfect situation to make musical sounds.
Hello, this is Liz. Welcome to my little urban homestead. This is the pet mince I get from the abattoir butchers, and they mince it through, and I buy it by the carrier bag full, and it normally works out round about £6, and this is a carrier bag full. Now what I'm doing in this large stock pot, I'm going to bring it, well, let it heat through and brown everything, and then I'll be adding things to it and then canning it. And as you can see, yes, it's a preserving weekend. This is the dog food that it's slowly browning up. I've had some dehydrated carrots soaking in a jar of chicken stock, chicken broth, and now I've dumped it in, and it'll now cook away with that, with the mince. I'm also going to add some powdered eggshells now. These are the powdered eggshells I use. I've got my own chickens, so I have quite a few eggs, and I put 2 to 3 teaspoons in. Doesn't matter how much, because it will not overdose the dog on calcium. It's just good for him. Well, I'll show you that now. There it is. Yes, it's got a blue tinge to it because the eggs are slightly blue. But I'll mix that in now, and then I'll be canning it up in a bit. Now I've got everything laid out as I normally have when I can. Take that lid off. Where am I going to put it? That noise behind me is my large pressure canner on the go. So what I'll do now is, basically I'm treating this as it is, which is minced meat, ground meat. So put it in the jars. Leave an inch headspace, but pack it down first. Have a see how it goes, and see, once you do, how much room you get. So let's do this one. So we can fit a bit more in that one. Probably fit a bit more in the other one. I know I'll make a mess, I do. I'm still getting used to my juggler weight. But there that is now. So I'll just top it up with some boiling water to an inch headspace. Debubble again. And you see it does drop down slightly when you debubble, so take it back to the inch headspace and it's right. So now we'll do the other jar. I could get a bit more in. I use this plastic spoon because I don't want metal coming in touch with my jars because that could break him. So top it up with water. Debubble. Move that out the way. Debubble. Right. Take a little bit out because I want to add more water because I don't want it to be solid. So that's it. And I think that's now right. Yeah. Kitchen towel, vinegar, wipe around. Tap the lid and gasket on. Tap the lid and gasket on. 2 rings. As soon as it starts to move, that is sufficient for these. And I'll put these in the counter and carry on. That is now done. There's bits in there and I'll add some dehydrated cooked rice in there and that'll be his tea for tonight. In this one, that'll be his tea when I add dehydrated cooked rice to it for the next few days. And these will go in the freezer. Pull each one out. Each one will last 3 days when I add some of the dehydrated cooked rice. Yeah, it's rather noisy in here because both carrots are going and all the rest. So that's how I do the dog food. These containers hold about the same as a ball pint jar. So that's 3 days worth in each of those. When it had come down, I removed the weight, let it stand for a few minutes, taken the lid off, and as soon as I cracked it open just a touch, one of my lids, I heard it pop off. As you can see, it's just popped off. I've been canning now for around about 8 years and I've never had this happen to me before. But I can see there to be a possible occurrence. It could be the ring that is slightly warped, or it wasn't on tight enough for it. Different things. So I'm going to get the others out and crank them down now. I think what it may have been is that the gasket wasn't fitted exactly right. So note to self, always double check them. But the others, let me move here. The others are doing strong, they're still bubbling away. So I'm not going, you can see how hot it is by how the others are bubbling away. So I'm not going to do anything at all tonight with this one. I'm going to wait until tomorrow, and then I'll sort it out when I check the seals on the other ones. But yes, by the side of it I've got pinto beans and chickpeas, and but that's how I do the dog food for Mason. Thank you. Bye.
It's a